Welcome to Persona Everyday. Today's November 1st. Let's get going. In class, Kawakami reminds us that Dr. Maruki will be leaving on the 18th. Thankfully, I've secured that route, but a route I haven't secured yet is Makoto's. We head to the diner for a double date with her friend Aiko and her playboy boyfriend, Tsukasa. After being told my Fortnite update can't install, I realize very quickly that Aiko's boyfriend is disingenuous, and when Aiko gets up to go to the bathroom, he immediately begins flirting with Makoto. This is the kind of guy who's never been told no in his life, and after brushing off my attempts to thwart him, he reveals Aiko already gave him her number. Makoto's friend returns, only for the lovely couple to leave. I drop Makoto off at the station and head off to Kichijoji, where I play some darts with my real significant other. Welcome to Persona Everyday. Today's November 2nd. Let's get going. After class, I get forced to gather everyone at the hideout. I'm completely fine with it though, as I already planned to head into Mementos today. After unlocking my second favorite showtime, we head to the depths to pursue our 3 targets. I finish off the Takases in style, get my run back with that game cheater in a scripted fight, and come across the homeless assassin. This fight is pretty straightforward, and it helps that I land a burn off of Ann's Agidine, leading to that showtime that I unlocked today.
It's showtime. Pardon me. Okay. Ready for pain? Save room for dessert. Let's end this. Okay. Here it comes. Rest in peace. Perfect form.
Welcome to Persona Everyday. Today's November 3rd. Let's get going. Last night, while I was half asleep, I accidentally told Mishima I would meet him at Dome Town today. So Morgana shuffles me out the door to get himself some alone time. While humoring the dingus at a theme park, seriously, is this a date or something? None other than Shinya appears. Mishima is immediately taken with this small child for his gaming skills. Shinya is pumped to have a guy like Mishima following around, so at least someone's content today. After leaving these two knuckleheads to gush over each other, I head to the local art museum to cleanse myself of the— Wait, what are you two doing here? Welcome to Persona Everyday. Today's November 4th. Let's get going. In class, I answer the question about the suits of cards, courtesy of the song by Sting. No, not that one. After explaining the shape of my heart, I get dragged into Mementos by Yusuke to help him paint the shape of a heart. He gives me a soliloquy about the concept of beauty, and how he realized that chasing after fame and acclaim is antithetical to his view of the world. After resolving to paint only for good, we leave Mementos, and I head home to confront my teacher maid. She tells me that Takases contacted her, and had such a massive, random change of heart, they're giving her all the money she's paid them back. With this massive influx of cash, she's decided to quit being a maid for good, with the promise that she'll show up from time to time for some coffee and curry.
See you later.
Welcome to Persona Everyday. Today's November 5th. Let's get going. After class, I head up to the rooftop to help Haru out with the great vegetables. While planting some earth beans, Haru tells me she's been growing some plants at home, namely a coffee tree. Since befriending the group and spending some time at LeBlanc, she's discovered that each roast has a different flavor and weird notes. We finish up, and Haru continues on by venting about her newfound work life. Her father's old advisors have now become her advisors, and from Haru's and my perspective, they're doing all they can to swipe the company out from underneath her. She thanks me for helping her out, and we break it off so I can head on a date with my boyfriend at Penguin Sniper.
Hey.
We discuss how billiards is similar to the methods of the true culprit. Isn't he dreamy? Welcome to Persona Everyday. Today's November 6th. Let's get going. After doing my regular Sunday shopping, I head outside and run into Futaba, who says she wants to hang out. After explaining that she wants a redo of her Akihabara trip, we head back to the electronics store, only to discover they're in the middle of the sale of a lifetime. 3 terabyte SSDs are going for only 500 yen. We get caught up in the stampede and separated, but thankfully Futaba finds me. Look at her being independent. She says she's going to add another item to her list, learn to be independent, but she obviously has it down pat. I bring her home, then head to the diner in Shibuya for my day of work. EY had me take his son Kaoru out to dinner so he could go to a meeting, and while there I realized that Kaoru worries about his dad the same way he worries about Kaoru. After bonding with my pseudo-brother, EY shows up and covers the cost of our meal. Thanks, Dad. Welcome to Persona Everyday. Today's November 7th. Let's get going. Today's the day of Yusuke's art exhibit, so after class, I meet him there. He shows me the new painting he's done, an iteration of his previous work, now called Desire and Hope. Kawanabe appears to critique it, and says that the painting's topic is actually interesting this time around. I finally realized that Kawanabe provoked Yusuke into making this, and wasn't actually trying to market him and make money off of him. But Yusuke still declines the Foundation's support, saying that he refuses to even be tempted with Desire, and that his friends, us, will keep him in the light.
Thank you, my friend.
After leaving with Yusuke, I arrive home to discover Kawakami enjoying a cup of coffee. While chit-chatting about my poor diet, she hits me with a hard-hitting question. Am I a member of the Phantom Thieves? I've been found out again.
I'll support you 100%.
Welcome to Persona Everyday. Today's November 8th. Let's get going. After class, I figure it's time to get started on the palace, so after heading in and realizing that I need a member's card to continue, I sneak through the back rooms and ambush a guard, finally landing Ryuji and Yusuke's showtime.
Man, I'm starving.
Allow me.
Oh,
Some
yeah!
sauce, a touch of red. Bon appetit.
Oh, man, just what I want. Get out of my face! Chew on this!
After grabbing my member's card, I make my way upstairs to our first gambling floor, where I engage in some no-dice dice play. Pro says the house is probably cheating, and upon sneaking into the back yet again, we change the odds in our favor and win big. We continue on to the slot room, and discover a big slot machine in the back that has a massive 10 times payout, but a minimum buy of 5,000 coins. We clear the cheating out again, and win big, yet again. We purchase the next level of card, but before we can move on, we encounter a wall in Sae's cognition, meaning we have to come back tomorrow. Welcome to Persona Everyday. Today's November 9th. Let's get going. After class, we figure out that in order to break Sae's cognition, we just have to sit in on a trial she's participating in. After shocking her to her core, we head into the palace and start off by picking a fight with the Willseed Guardian. Making short work of it, we head into our first room, the Dark Maze, and with my trusty third eye ability, thanks Igor, we make short work of that too. I accidentally spend a little too much of my winnings at the prize table, so before I can head into the battle arena, I'm forced to play slots until I hit a jackpot. At the battle arena, I'm thrown into 3 consecutive 1v1s, and my Mishiguchi carries me.
It's like, I was made for this.
We claim our prize of 100,000 coins, but Miss Cheater Pumpkin Eater, Sae, changes the cost of the bridge to 1 million coins. Thankfully, my boyfriend's wicked smart, and planned ahead by bringing a second card. You go, boo. Welcome to Persona Everyday. Today's November 10th. Let's get going. After class, I run a few errands, like returning a book to the library and harvesting my veggies on the roof. I realize it's been a long time since I've eaten a good meal, so I head to Big Bang Burger and conquer the next level of challenge. After my delicious double stack, my boyfriend texts me and asks me to meet him in Mementos for some alone time. Are we finally taking our relationship to the next level?
This.
Akechi says we're gonna have a one-on-one, a lover's quarrel rival battle, right here, right now. He's actually a tough opponent. I wish he had that much health as a party member, but with the power of Concentrate and Diamond Dust, I beat him in 2 hits. He concedes, and after leaving Mementos, Akechi formally challenges me to a real duel.
I'm going to be entirely honest with you. I hate you.
Welcome to Persona Everyday. Today's November 11th. Let's get going. With some free time during class, I craft some extra lockpicks and typed items, as I missed a chest in the palace. I realize after class that we've secured the route, meaning no one wants to hang out. So I take today to work at the flower shop to up my kindness, the only social stat I have that I still haven't maxed out. Speaking of kindness, my loving boyfriend invites me out to darts, probably to apologize for last night's lover's quarrel.
I hate you.
Aww. Welcome to Persona Everyday. Today's November 12th. Let's get going. It's day 2 of no one to hang out with, and I'm sick of it. I call everyone to the hideout to send the calling card, but thankfully Akechi talks me out of it. He suggests waiting until the day before the deadline, something I initially wanted to do, but now that the rest of the gang knows my plan, they're suddenly available. Makoto catches me on the way out and asks me to accompany her back to the student council office to talk about the situation with Aiko. Turns out, it's less about Aiko and more about her father. She tells me how he was killed in the line of duty by people he was investigating, and how that inspired her sister to become a prosecutor to seek justice. Now, Makoto's at a point in her life where she needs to decide her future, and she thanks me for being here for her. I drop her off at the station and hitch a ride to the old church to play some shogi. This creepy dude won't leave, though. Welcome to Persona Everyday. Today's November 13th. Let's get going. It's the first day of flu season, and as a vanilla P5 enjoyer, I distinctly remember this being the perfect time to hop into Mementos.
よし行こうぜ After realizing that this is not, in fact, vanilla P5, I decide to instead spend today finishing up the twins' confidant, as I'm finally at the level to do so. With my trusty fusion calculator and inventory of skill cards, I jump from rank 3 to the max. While fusing things together, the girls dwell on the concept of the Arcana, and who exactly proposed these challenges. Speaking of the means by which all are revealed, Chihaya everybody! Welcome to Persona Everyday. Today's November 14th. Let's get going. After school, I head up to the roof to check on the veggies, and chit-chat with Haru. She says she enjoys our time together, almost the opposite of when she's with her fiancé. She gives me the lowdown on how they came to be betrothed, which amounts to her showing up to dinner and being told, "This is your future husband." At the time, she accepted it as a responsibility, but she weirdly points out no relationship stuff has happened. I leave Haru to her gardening and head to Jimbocho, a nearby book town, with Hifumi. While exploring, we run into a former opponent of hers, and she instantly gets jealous that Hifumi has it all. The looks, the skills, and the hot boyfriend. Hifumi gets slightly upset, and compares the way she's being treated to the way the Phantom Thieves are being treated. Weird to compare yourself to national criminals because you're being ostracized, but go off, queen. Welcome to Persona Everyday. Today's November 15th. Let's get going. After class, I get an emergency message from Makoto to meet her at the Big Bang Burger in Shibuya, as she's cornered Aiko and is interrogating her about her boyfriend. Before we can begin the questioning, though, Aiko asks Makoto if she can borrow some money. Apparently, her boyfriend dropped an expensive bottle at work, and they're making him pay for it. But Makoto and I both agree he's most likely lying. We try to talk Aiko out of it, but she just won't listen to us, and she runs off after implying she's gonna go literally whore herself out to pay for it on her own. I try to calm Makoto down by telling her that Aiko's made her decision, even if it is a bad one, and I head home to LeBlanc to clean up for Sojiro. Welcome to Persona Everyday. Today's November 16th. Let's get going. During class, I get some free time, which allows me to craft the ultimate thieves tool, the Permapick. That means no more crafting on purpose anymore. After class, I discover no one's available due to the rain, so I decide to focus on my kindness stat yet again by working at the flower shop. The shift goes pretty smoothly, and as I go to head home, I run into Haru, who's coming by to pick up some fertilizer for her vegetables. It's neat to see the gang living their lives. Speaking of living lives, I get asked out on a date by my boyfriend, and Akechi and I head to the jazz club. We even get a surprise visit from Lynn. Welcome to Persona Everyday. Today's November 17th. Let's get going. At lunch, Kasumi catches me and asks if we can eat together on the roof. I figure, why not? It's been a while since we hung out, and I meet her at the OG hideout. She explains she's been worried about us since the death of Okumura, as we've been maligned by the public. After assuring her that we're perfectly fine, and actually close to being done, she asks if we can get together after the holidays for some fun. I tell her I might not be able to, and before she can respond, the bell rings. Oh, I haven't eaten yet.
After scarfing down my lunch, I head home and drag Futaba back to the school to cross off one of her promise list items. We run into Makoto,
who offers to give Lil Sis a tour of the school. We visit the cafeteria and the library, but since they trigger some bad memories for Futaba of getting bullied, we just leave instead. I spend the night doing some pull-ups in my room. Welcome to Persona Everyday. Today's November 18th. Let's get going. Before class, Dr. Maruki catches me and asks if I could spend lunch with him on his final day here. I almost completely forgot today was the day he left, so I agree and meet him in his office. He says he splurged a little today to celebrate, as his paper's finally done. He tells me that his research into cognitive science over the years made him realize that I'm a member of the Phantom Thieves. Actually, he's known since about April, as he caught Ryuji An and I leaving Kamoshida's palace. He apologizes for his ulterior motives when talking to me, but hey, we made a deal, alright?
Thank you for everything up to this point.
After saying my goodbyes to Maruki, everyone gathers at LeBlanc to prep to send the calling card. Oh yeah, it's gonna be a busy week, alright. Welcome to Persona Everyday. Today's November 19th, and we've sent a calling card. We start the day by heading into the palace, and after grabbing the soul food out of the chest that I missed, we meet Sae up in the manager's room. She reveals that the manager's floor was secretly a roulette table, and after Skull gets antsy and pops her in the face, she reveals that we have to follow her rules. Her rules include cheating, and I have Crow shoot out the glass dome on the roulette table, sending us into the real fight. This one goes by pretty quick. Somehow, I got over-leveled on Merciless. But upon defeating Sae, the fight has only just begun. In the words of Felicia,
"We've got trouble!"
the casino's being surrounded by enemies, meaning we need to split up so we don't get caught immediately. I volunteer to run decoy, and immediately get thrust into a deja vu scenario.
See ya.
What a show off. You're so reckless, you know that?
Suspect secured.
Didn't expect to find some kid. You have your teammate to thank for this. You were sold out.
Suspect confirmed. Cuff it.
Welcome to Persona Everyday. Today's November 20th. Let's get going. After a long, grueling 90 hours, I finally finish relaying my story to Sae, and she offers me a deal. If I sell out the Phantom Thieves, she'll lessen my sentence. Obviously, I'm not going to do that, and as the truth serum starts to wear off, I tell Sae she needs to do something for me if she wants to figure out who the true culprit is. All she needs to do is show the phone to the traitor. Traitor?
Have you finally pieced it all together? Case closed. This is how your justice ends.
Is he breaking up with me? Welcome to Persona Everyday. Today's November 21st. Let's get going. In the evening, Sai sneaks me out of the police station and back to LeBlanc, and Sojiro plays stand-in for the average player as we explain our elaborate plan. We explain the rules of understanding Morgana, mainly that you need to have heard him speak in the metaverse in order to understand him in the real world. Way back in June, when we visited the TV station, we ran into Akechi in the halls, and he for sure heard Morgana talking about
delicious pancakes.
We didn't pay any mind to it until he called us out at the school festival, and we had Futaba wiretap his phone to see if he was really the true culprit. We learned of his plan to assassinate me, so we used the fact that the exterior of Sai's palace was a one-to-one recreation of Kasumi Giseki to psych her out, and tricked Akechi into killing a cognitive version of me. We even got the name of the person behind everything, and it just so happens to be a politician running for Prime Minister, Masayoshi Shido. Welcome to Persona Everyday. Today's November 22nd. Let's get going. I wake up to texts from some of my confidants, checking to see if I'm okay. After reassuring Kawakami and Mishima that I'm fine, I wait around LeBlanc all day to avoid suspicion. Then, after everyone gets out of school, we head right into the belly of the beast, the Diet Building, to figure out Shido's palace keywords. After spending time getting nowhere, An decides it's a good idea to ask a nearby legislator about Shido's opinions on the Diet Building. He gives her a bog standard answer, some generic garbage about wanting what's best for the country, and we all call it a day. Welcome to Persona Everyday. Today's November 23rd. Let's get going. After reassuring my doctor that I'm perfectly fine, everyone comes over to try and figure out Shido's keywords. After getting nowhere yet again, we decide some TV will help us, but
I truly apologize for causing such a stir.
on TV, Akechi describes how he quote-unquote played the Phantom Thieves by pretending to be our friend. Before we can all crash out at Akechi, Ryusuke brings us back on topic to Shido's palace, and in a massive Deus Ex Machina, we hear the antagonist outside giving a campaign speech. Ryuji and Haru share the same brain cell and immediately sprint out of LeBlanc. I follow them, and arrive just in time to see Ryuji getting shoved aside by Shido's henchmen. And I finally realize the big twist.
Damn brat! I'll sue!
Welcome to Persona Everyday. Today's November 24th. Let's get going. We meet up again in front of the Diet Building for the second time this week, and try to figure out Shido's palace keywords for the third time this week. Now that I know he's the guy that falsely accused me, I use the context clues I've been holding on to for 100 hours to determine that Shido's palace is a ship.
The hell?
We enter the ship, and after climbing this really confusing staircase, discover that the treasure is right here. The door to it is locked, however, and after perusing around the cabin, we learn that we'll need 5 letters of acceptance from different VIPs on the boat. How hard could that be? Fucking finally! Welcome to Persona Everyday. Today's November 25th. Let's get going. Morgana and I fish around for the old heater in the attic, and have a little heart-to-heart about the fate of the Phantom Thieves as we warm up. He tells me to make sure I spend as much time as I can with my friends before the end of this mission. I reassure him we'll be fine, and head downstairs to help Sojiro with the cafe. While working, I get a surprise visit from none other than everyone's favorite redhead. Whoa, back off, sister. While chatting over a cup of coffee, Yoshizawa says she wants to help us out with our next mission, but with how dangerous Shido is, and for plot reasons, we tell her she should sit this one out. Thankfully, she understands, and after finishing her coffee, I walk her to the station.
Ah, you're back.
Wait, what are you two doing here? Welcome to Persona Everyday. Today's November 26th. Let's get going. Once again, I've been freed from story hell, and now I can do whatever I want, with some limitations. After a quick jaunt over to Akihabara to pick up the new prize from the crane game, I drag Futaba to the diner in Shibuya to help her with the promise list. Unfortunately, before we can start, we get a surprise visit from Mishima, who decides he's crashing our hangout. The two dweebs chit-chat about the internet. He literally said Kek out loud. Futaba, this guy's a massive— and she said it too! The only upside to this hangout is Mishima getting called an NPC. After suffering, I head to the church to cleanse my sins, and notice Togo-san is speaking with what appears to be her mom. After insulting my worth as a man, she leaves, and thankfully Hifumi has the sense to apologize for her. God, I hate women. Welcome to Persona Everyday. Today's November 27th. Happy Thanksgiving. Unfortunately, Japan doesn't celebrate American Thanksgiving, so rather than a delicious feast, we get a trip to Harajuku with Makoto. She revels in the culture shock of the fashion world, and I suggest she try getting a makeover. Her only thought is to use makeup to make her face look whiter. I drop her off at the station and make my way to Untouchable, as Iwai wants to have a strategy meeting. He proposes the theory that the deal between the Hong Kong Mafia and the Yakuza actually fell through, and that his old kumicho, Suda, is trying to cover that up by hiring him. He plans to tell the rest of the clan that Suda's been lying, and wants to bring me along, but also he makes me promise to take care of Kaoru if anything happens. Welcome to Persona Everyday. Today's November 28th. Let's get going. I sneak into the school to say hi to Haru on the roof. She asks if I can come with her for a cup of coffee, and we head to the only fancy eatery in Shibuya, the Hotel Buffet. She tells me that in her research into coffee, she discovered this fancy blend called Dark Ivory that costs 6,000 yen a cup. It's got a hint of bitterness beneath its mellow flavor, and Haru tells me that bitterness comes from the elephant dung the coffee is harvested from. Before I can excuse myself to the bathroom to vomit, the new president of Okumura Foods spots Haru, and while he talks with her, I can't really discern if he's being manipulative or genuinely concerned. After finishing my poop coffee, I head home to my regular coffee. Futaba comes in and excitedly shows Sojiro that she's done some digging into her uncle, and discovered he's in massive debt. Sojiro gets pissed, as Futaba definitely did some illegal things to get that info, and Futaba has a generic teenage girl reaction, running up to my room. I follow her up, and after some cooling down, the family argument ends. All's well that ends well. Welcome to Persona Everyday. Today's November 29th. Let's get going. Since I can't exactly go to school, I decided to play hooky with Shinya at the arcade in Akihabara. After kicking my ass at Gunabout and giving me shit for it, one of the employees shows up and tells Shinya it's time for the elementary school kids to go home. He gets pissed, but I escort him home. And then I head to Shinjuku to get my tarot on. Chihaya tells me since she gave up scamming people, her business has been doing way better. But like karmic justice from above, her high comes crashing down when this random guy shows up. This guy is apparently the leader of the Psychics Anonymous Club or something, and he's been guilting Chihaya into selling those salt rocks to make a profit. I wonder if the Phantom Thieves will be paying him a visit sometime in the near future. Welcome to Persona Everyday. Today's November 30th. Let's get going. With no one available today, I decided it's time we head in and make some progress on the palace. Now that we know we need 5 letters of introduction, we start by heading to the fancy restaurant to find the first VIP, the stuck-up politician. Skull and Queen bait him into admitting he ordered the mental shutdown of the train driver back in April, and we jump him, forcing him to give us the first letter. We head to the pool deck, but on the way, I actually really like the mice puzzles in this palace. They remind me a lot of Metroid with the doubling back and tripling back. We arrive at the pool deck, where we try our best to convince this noble guy to give us a letter. He ignores us, and Ryuji has the bright idea to put the girls in swimsuits to attract his attention. I mean, it worked, but come on, dude. We whoop his ass and go to head to the casino, but get stopped by this Yakuza-looking fellow.